Today we'll be showing you how to put all of your newly liked pages that we found during our searches to use. We'll do this through commenting, liking, sharing, and saving posts, and joining groups. If you have any questions at all during the presentation, please type them into the chat box and we'll go answer them at the end. And before we get started, we just want to quick ask everybody how many pages that you've liked using the search options from last week's webinar. So that poll should be on your screen right now, so go ahead and give us an answer on that. All right, no zeros so far, that's good. And be honest if you haven't gotten to it, we'd like an accurate representation. But it looks like the majority of people have met the homework requirements and are in the 1 to 5 category, so that's great. And we ask you to keep working on that because that will help you with today's session as well. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to intern Emily, and she's going to tell you how to start engaging on your pages.
As we mentioned briefly last session, Facebook is a conversational tool. It's not meant to be a sell, sell, sell strategy. We are going to tell you today some different ways to engage with your local community online to help build a stronger presence and educate people about our brands. Last session, we started off by liking other local companies, and now it's time to begin engaging with them. We will do this by liking, commenting, and sharing their pages. Here is one example of the Country Inn & Suites in Rocky Mount, North Carolina. Kenseth took the opportunity to comment on this post. By doing this, we are subtly telling the Country Inn & Suites fans that we exist and giving them a super easy way to find more information about us. Let us reiterate that we are not promoting ourselves on this post. We are just adding to the conversation. If we begin commenting regularly on their page, we're hoping they'll take notice and return the favor. Another thing to note is that Facebook's newsfeed algorithm has been altered, this time to give priority to posts that have the most engagement the fastest. This means if we get 5 likes in 5 minutes, we have a better chance of our post getting shown to more of our fans. If we only have 1 like in 1 hour, chances are our post will be thrown out of the newsfeed much quicker. We'd not only like you to start engaging with your local community, but also the Kenseth community. By helping out each other, we can work to all grow our fan bases and educate people about the connections we have so that they will choose a Kenseth hotel over a competitor. Now we are going to show you a quick demo of how to start creating engagement. And we're going to go do this by going to our Facebook page. And specifically, we're going to find our newest property, Minooka. And this was the page that we had used last week with our business as search option. And so we had liked a lot of our other local businesses in the area. If you also chose the business as option, your business newsfeed will look similar to what you see now on the screen. Currently, our main goal with this Minooka page is to let locals know that we are coming to town, so engagement with this is very key. Now we're going to go ahead and find a post that we are able to comment on to just display some ways that you can engage with your pages that you've already liked. For example, if we are going to like on the Radio Morris's page here, which is displaying a lovely image of some marbled pumpkin ginger snap tart there, we're just going to comment and say, looks tasty, just to help show that we are present in the community. Another way that we can do and show an engagement is if we find a post that we are liking, and we can do this by just simply liking the post as shown right there, and then we are shown within the rest of the likes on the page or the post. And we can do this for as many posts as shown. Now we're going to switch over and discuss how we can also grow our page on the personal profile aspect. So switching over to the personal profile newsfeed, which is the graph search option we had used last week, you'll navigate through your newsfeed and notice that there'll be updates from your friends as well as the businesses that you have liked. One great thing about creating engagement this way is that Facebook has created a new tool that makes it super easy to switch the account and page that you're commenting as. You'll just click the drop-down menu, select the person or page, and then type your post. When you're on your business page, you'll click the logo or the profile picture at the top left of the comment box. If you're on any other page commenting, you'll have the option to do this, but you'll have to click the little gray flag and then select the person or page that you wish to comment or like as. Now that you know how to start engaging with other pages, it's time to find out how to use these pages to help create content as well. Facebook offers us a fairly new tool called the Save tool. There are a few great reasons to use the Save tool. The first being, if you're scrolling through your newsfeed and you see a post that you like, but don't need to post today, and you're thinking, how am I going to remember that post for next week when I need one? The option of saving is the answer for this. This has to be done through your personal profile, and the items you choose can be saved in a folder that you can access later. This is a great way to benefit the use of the graph search, which we had discussed in our last seminar. This is also helpful when you are in a moment of struggling with post ideas. Visiting your saved folder can help create some of these ideas, but is not the solution to posting for your page. The most savable content are going to be links, videos, or event posts. Be sure to reread the posts you are sharing to make sure that they are relevant and timely. Now we are going to show you how the saving works. We're going to go back to our news feed. And this time, notice we are on the personal profile of it rather than a business page. And we're going to just scroll through the news feed. And we're going to find a post that we would like to save. For example, this one here. You will click on the top right of the post and a drop-down arrow will appear. Several options will appear with a drop-down tab. You'll need to select the one that says Save with the title or the title of the video. Once you select it, do not worry if anything appears on your screen. You will not receive a notification that something was saved. We will need to access the Save folder to view the saved post, and you can find your saved folder on your home page of your personal profile as indicated with the blue icon with a white ribbon. The folder organizes by date, as you can see, with today and past weeks shown. On the top, you can also see they can be categorized through type of video, links, and such as music, books, movies. Once you're ready to use the saved item and share it to your page's page, select the share icon. Please note that these items cannot be scheduled from your saved folder. Once you select the share icon, a new box will appear. As shown on your screen, you will need to be sure to choose whether you would like to share this post. By selecting on a page you manage, you will also need to be sure that the page appears directly below if you're managing more than one page. To the right where it says Posting As, also make sure that this shows your hotel name. We highly suggest that you add more text in the post in the Write Something portion of the box. Your post will not change the actual text of the article or link as shown next to the image. Your text that you add will appear bolder and larger above the shared item. Once completed and double checking everything is correct, select Share Link. This is the completion of sharing a saved post. As stated earlier, we want to be sure that this is not your primary type of post and that you are using a variety of posts. Now we are just going to ask a quick poll of, do you think this will be a time saver for creating content for your page? And go ahead and just answer yes or no. All right, so it looks like we're getting close to the 100% rank on the yeses there. So awesome job, everyone, and just play around with that to see what your experience with it. Hopefully we can get everyone on the yes side of it. So now we're going to move into growing with groups. The next way to create engagement that we'd like to discuss today is growing with groups. Our goal with growing with groups is to inform people about our business. Here we can be engaged and involved in conversations with all the people who are a part of a group. You join a group by using your personal profile. With the goal of growing with groups in mind, there are a few areas that would be great to focus on. As we mentioned in our previous seminar, with searching pages that are relevant to us, the same rule applies for groups. Some great areas of focus would be wedding and travel groups. Another great area of groups would be bloggers. These blogging groups are a great resource that people look to for opinions about items. Hotels and restaurants are absolutely in that category. Some great search words to find groups can range depending on your goal area of focus. To localize this, your town or state name is very important. Using the graph search, which we learned in our last seminar, I decided to search for groups somehow involved with weddings. To do this, I have started my search with groups that are named and added weddings. As you can see, there are different ways this can appear to the graph search. I selected the top result, and just a warning to everyone, if you are typing and hit enter right after, by not letting your results refresh, the graph search may take you to another option, which was not what you were looking for. This screenshot shows you the results of those when I typed groups that are named wedding. You can see here that Omaha, Nebraska, a very specific location, is listed, in addition to Wedding HQ, which sounds like a very general group. To the right, we are able to filter out a few of these options and to the right, the results are shown with more than 1,000 groups being presented to me. In order to narrow this down a little more, I look to the rectangle on the right side of the page to narrow the searches. I'm going to keep weddings in the box, but just add Iowa. This slide is showing what appears when I have updated my search to weddings in Iowa. This has also brought the number of groups down to fewer than 100. Using these filter options, you can easily determine which groups would be beneficial to take part in. Just selecting one or two groups to further look into would be a great starting point for everyone. Once you find and determine which groups you would like to join, you will join by requesting access. By selecting the group and finding the green Join Group icon on the page is how you will join. Caution that some groups may be a closed group. This means that they are a private group that you will need approval from an admin to be accepted into the group. This could take a few days. Once accepted into the group, read back on a few posts to see if there's anything relevant that you can engage in conversation. When commenting on posts, be sure to include your property's information by tagging your property's page and then comment. This allows others to see your page and have easy access to that page. Now that you're a part of the group, you'll need to keep an eye out for opportunities to engage. A perfect example of this is in the Midwest Travelers blog. I came across this post dated back August 27th. The post was asking if any Omaha hotel was in need of a blogger review. What is positive for us was the first comment was referring to one of our properties. However, to ensure there is a better connection, our properties page could have been tagged as well. In these groups, it is more acceptable to have a little higher of a selling strategy. Many people in these wedding and travel blog groups are looking to buy and stay with us, so you can sell them on specialties of our hotels. Just be mindful of the group rules, as some do frown upon on selling. Now we have one last poll for you guys today, and we are just curious, before right now, is anyone currently part of any groups?
All right, looks like most people are not, so there's plenty of opportunity here to expand and to check out the groups in your area and see kind of if there's any benefit to your hotel. And the few that said yes, if you just want to let us know in the chat box if you found any success in using those groups for your business. While they do that, we're just about done. If you have any questions about today's presentation, go ahead and type those into the chat box while we go over the final topics, and we'll come back to those right at the end. So today's homework is to continue to like pages. This week we want you to go ahead and like local restaurants, and then we want you to like our Kinseth Hotel the holiday in Dubuque. And we would also like you to expand on today's presentation by commenting on 2 local business pages as well as 1 Kinseth Hotel page. So we want to get you started engaging right away so we can grow our fan bases and our awareness. Okay, so it looks like someone has used a group to post job openings, so that's an opportunity that we would have, as most of the groups are local based. So that's a good idea for everyone to try that as well. I'm not seeing that anyone has any questions. Emily, do you see any?
I do not.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and conclude for today. We'll be back next Tuesday at 2:30. Our topic will be content, so that will definitely be one you don't want to miss. And if you have any questions from now on, just email us anytime. And before you jump off, please type your name into the chat box so we can keep track of who has completed the training. We'll see you next week. Thank you.